And so I've decided to take my work back underground to stop it falling into the wrong hands. If you know that reference, you actually know it, rather than, I'm sure a couple of you will look it up, but give yourself 25,000 Bob points, because it's a pretty obscure reference to an album, and you'll only know it if you've heard the album. I don't think a lot of you have heard that album. Going underground today, kids. We're going underground. Pink Siifu is the name of the artist. Black Antique is the name of the album. This came out in, I believe, January of this year. Yep, end of January. And ever since I started hearing about it, I've been wanting to listen to it a lot. But my real life schedule has been such that I just have not had the time for a long album until today. I finally have a full, wide open Friday. The runtime is hour 17. It's 19 songs. This album has been described as hip hop, as jazz, as punk, as experimental, like just everything. Everything. And so I'm fucking fascinated. I want to hear it. I've just heard a lot of cool things about it. Different format on the screen. I went to Genius to pull up all the lyrics, and out of 19 tracks, I think 3 songs had lyrics. The rest were just, we haven't written the lyrics yet. So we're going to do the old-fashioned, the Spotify one here. That's Belize I was testing. So a little different on the layout. Hopefully it means accurate lyrics. No annotations to click on, but come on. Do I ever really care about the annotations? I click on them and they go, no, that's just a stupid annotation. So I'm going to try this format with using the lyrics from Spotify. There are 4 music videos. I'm going to do the music videos. Going to make this a good old-fashioned long recording session. That will be Patreon only. Patreon, of course, is $2. MP3 format, no ads, no cuts. That's all sweet and fun and dandy and what have you. What else do I have to say? Pink Siifu, he's sitting at about 500,000 monthly listeners, about 500,000. Underground, we're going underground. It's something I wanted to do more of this year. I want to explore around. I don't know, like the mainstream is fun and all, and there's great shit coming from mainstream, obviously, but I get a little, I feel like all the discussion around the popular artists, it's like, it's just the same thing all the time. It's always the same. It always feels like we're saying the same thing. And I don't know. I just want to do something different. So here we are. What else do I want to say? Feel good. Feel rested. I don't look rested. Especially right there. Oh, looking old and tired right there, Bob. But that's all right. Let's jump in. I mean, you look at the stream numbers. The screen is kind of small. The lyrics are a lot bigger when they're up. But, not a lot of listens. 50,000, 40,000, 35,000, 100,000. So definitely in the underground lane. But I've heard incredible things. So let's check it out. Let's dive in. Track 1's called Black Antique. We got Pink Siifu. I won't be able to pull up production. I'm assuming these are all like vocal features that are going to be on here. Got El Heist, I suppose. El Heist, I don't know. Apollo, Rome. Let's drop in. Track 1, Black Antique. No lyrics available. Damn it. Well, this will be different. Basically, I just don't have the lyrics to pull from. This is just grayed out. Down here, I don't know if you can see it on my screen, the little red circle. It's going to be a challenge. I like how it's starting though. I like this like fucking thick, rich, lots of layers sound. It's a different experience not having lyrics because I can't like look ahead and cheat either. Oh, cool. I get hissed at it. Great beat. Interesting, like rhythmic flow. Like he's not like rapping, but he's not rapping, but he's not singing, but he's kind of singing, and it's not spoken word. Just really in this rhythmic beat kind of lane, like almost an instrument. I can make out some of the lyrics. The problem is my fucking brain, like trying to hear and trying to process, like hear what he's saying, but in doing that, I can't remember what he said 4 lines ago because my brain is small. It needs more RAM. It does not have enough RAM. Most of the RAM I used to have has been corroded by IPA and double IPA. So I can't really recall anything he's saying. I'm hearing it. Something about, they bite me, I don't bite them, and all this shit. But just the way his vocal delivery is very interesting. It's weird. It's like, it's nondescript in a sense. All this like crazy sound makes me think of like industrial metal type shit. I like the rumbling in the beat bass. It's getting more distorted. Cool. Very cool. I have to admit, I feel stupid for not like checking to see if the lyrics were available on Spotify. I just assumed they would be, but obviously they're not. I guess I could pause real quick here and look and see if I can find lyrics. I would love to have lyrics up in front of me. I'd really love to do it. But maybe we just go with it. One thing I struggle with is I start reading lyrics and I don't purely listen, and sometimes people criticize that. They say, no, Bob, on first listen, you just got to get into the vibe and shit. And that's a fair opinion. Everyone takes in that first listen their own way. I love having the lyrics up. Sometimes it is distracting. Sometimes it does make it more difficult for me to have the vibe. Really, the downside is without the lyrics in front of me, I can't really talk about the lyrics. I can't break things down. And, that's kind of what I do. So I'm really not sure. I think we'll do one more song and see how it plays out without having lyrics in front of me. Yeah, definitely, it's fitting, right? This is underground, very different, experimental-ish or something. Who knows? But kind of in my own way, right? I'm experimenting as well. Yeah. I like that first track quite a bit. That was great. I love the distortion, man. Like, especially that last section, that last 30 seconds or so, it really started making me think about Ministry or some old school 9 Inch Nails or something like that. Some KMFDM. Kill motherfucking Depeche Mode. All right, let's jump into track 2. Track 1 got a heart. Next, track 2 is called Alive and Direct. Something with Pink Siifu. I looked him up very briefly. Fucking prolific, like busy as fuck, just releases music all the time. He has another, like an alias it's like IIYE or something like that. I don't know what the fuck it is. I like how I stopped to tell you guys that, and then I have to also say I don't know because I didn't properly research it. Now you know why I'm not a journalist. Although actually I could be a journalist because it seems like they don't research shit these days. They just do range bait, clickbait bullshit. Anyway, let's shut up. Track 2, Alive and Direct. No lyrics. God damn. God damn. Yeah, this is like final track off of Psalm 69, Ministry. Holy shit. Wow. Just what the fuck? Holy shit. Holy shit. I like listening for hints of the beat structure. God damn. Maybe this is why there was no lyrics on Genius. Nobody could tell what the fuck he's saying. Wow. Fuck yeah. It's almost there. I love this like halfway there beat on this very electric distorted this note. It almost sounds like a guitar. It sounds like halfway between a guitar and a fucking beat pattern or something. Because you can like half hear it. And so it's almost like somebody just fucking jamming on a guitar, but clearly it's not. And I love how like the distortion is like almost has like this overriding layer on top of it. So you can hear it, but you can't. Love it. And he's yelling a bunch of shit in the background. No fucking clue what he's saying. Pink Siifu, if you see this, man, put your lyrics somewhere. Put your lyrics somewhere. The people want to know what you're saying. We care about what you're saying. Some of us care. I know a lot of people, it seems like they probably don't care. Some of us really fucking care. We love lyrics, okay? So put them up somewhere. Somewhere. And then that kind of like really fucked up drum fill. This is basically metal, but it's not. My metal brain is just like totally edging right now. Like I want the fucking drums to come in. I want the guitars to come. Like I feel like we're just hanging out on the edge of this full bore drop into a metal beat structure. And I would love for just the drums just just to go nuts, man. I want more. But this is fucking cool. No idea what he's saying. He's got that voice thing that Peggy used in Veteran, which was a sample of Wu-Tang, I suppose. God, I love the distortion. I like this shit. This one gets a heart too, man. This is fucking bad. It's bad. That right there, that's that voice sample. I like how some of these sounds are almost like scrapes. And it just kind of drops into the next one. It's just like Veteran meets the Downward Spiral. That track was. Veteran, Downward Spiral, all blended together with a bunch of fucking distortion. Cool shit. Cool shit. I wish I had lyrics. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to try and hunt them down. We're just going to let this experience be what it is. And it'll be a little different from the normal. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm having fun. What do I even say about that? You know, I do like that the beginning was allowed itself to unfold a little bit. There's all this just fucking distortion and all this shit, and then slowly but surely that one core backbone of the beat came in. And I like how it's kind of like fading in and out, and it's kind of got like a surge quality to it, like a pulsating quality to it. And it goes well with the fucking just pure nonsense that is the rest of the sound on the track. Delightful, wonderful nonsense. This is cool. This is very cool. I'm glad I sat down with this. All right, track 3 is called 1-to-1 with like a ratio, and it's all FKDUP.BEZEL. Don't know. There you go. But here we go. Jumping in track 3.
Y'all niggas rather be more famous than rich. I ain't never lived my life trying to be famous at all. I don't give a fuck about that shit. We try and get this motherfucking money, stack these coins, motherfucking trillionaires, millionaires, crying about stupid shit. Damn, nigga, my brother broke.
Hey, had a dream in the night. Put my arm in the bezel, bro. Wake up in the morning, rain start selling hella dope. Hey, had a dream in the night. With my arm in the bezel, bro.
Ha.
Woke up in the morning, raised up, start selling hella dope.
Totally different production. Totally cleaned out the distortion.
You know, it was just all a dream.
Hardly any layers.
Reality is in the church of all the skin.
Bass is nice and clean.
Hey. Reinventing myself. I see a lot of potential in my wealth. Woke up to raise hell. The bezel cracked just like a bell. Damn, nigga, my bezel broke. Damn, nigga, my...
I can't believe this is the track that followed what we just listened to. And his voice, like, I'm so glad that this track opened up with that 30-second little intro of the guy talking about, I just gotta do whatever the fuck I want to do. I don't give about fame or, who cares about all that shit. I'm just trying to, fuck with all the people around me or whatever it was exactly that he's saying. I don't have it in front of me, obviously, I can't remember. But just the idea of, I just want to make whatever the fuck I want to make. Yeah, you should. That's what, in my opinion, that's what every artist should be doing. Now, the thing is I always forget that some people don't really care about making music. They care about making money. I just want the money. I just want the bitches. I just want the fame, right? That's the goal. Okay, sure. But to me, this is so much more interesting when people pursue what they want to do, because that's when you hear something that's just totally different. This is totally different. Even within its own album, Alive and Direct, this track is like the inverse of what Alive and Direct was. And how cool that it comes right off the heels of it with this little snippet in between of, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want to do when it comes to music. His vocal delivery, this like, I kind of like that. And then, and he like shifted around in his voice a little bit. Cleaned up the track in terms of production completely relative to the previous. I'm just repeating myself. Let's keep going. This is great. Track 3 gets a higher.
Had a dream in the night. With my arm in the bezel, bro. Yeah. Woke up in the morning, raised up, start selling hella dope.
Ha.
Sick of these niggas trying to play me like a bitch. I give fuck respect.
This has got to be somebody else. One of the features listed.
Man, I'm still on that. Let me talk my shit.
It's like this. I like, right now the bass is like doing an inverse hit. It's doing this whoom, boom, whoom. It's not boom and then wah, coming out. It's like an inverse bass hit. Whoom. And it's got a cool sound to it. I've always kind of enjoyed that, like reverse bass. Don't know how to act. Interesting, man. This track has evolved quite a bit. I'm gonna get on their nerve like a wisdom tooth.
I got respect for the horse, but when it comes to a nigga, I'm mopping the floor. Thought I was Christian, must be the Dior. Patting my lips, you can say that I'm spoiled. I can sleep right through that bitch. Play old big old bitch. I've been that villain, mother.
Well, that's almost over.
Been that nigga from the start, still ain't switched. There's no drop, niggas still in part. Still at the wit. I'm right like I'm still on the.
So I want to say this real quick so you guys could hear maybe what I'm hearing. There's almost like this element of emptiness. Like this element of this sound of space. And I mean, the echoey vocals add to that, but also just the way the production is, it's like there's like a presence of silence in the sound. That's part of the sound. This absence is like, it's a trip.
When I get kid, shit, I'ma hit my deadliest word. Can't tell me nothing, pop out with the girl. Feel like cutting, I'm jiggy, I'm
Everything's got like this like slight mute on it or something. And then it just drops right into track 4. Let's keep rolling. Fuck it. Let's just keep going. We'll make this a musical experience. Still no lyrics available. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. What the fuck is going on? This is crazy. I can't make out a single fucking word that's being said. I'm enjoying the experience, but it is a little less engaging mentally for me without having the lyrics. I don't know if it matters, obviously, because I can't read the lyrics that don't exist. But I wonder really too if maybe lyrics are withheld intentionally. Like, wouldn't it be kind of interesting if there was an artist who was like, you know what, I'm so interested and dedicated to it being a musical experience, a sound-based experience, that I don't want people to know what I'm saying. Maybe that's part of the experience. Who knows? I feel like I'm reaching there a little bit. It's probably just they didn't upload the lyrics, right? Like, it's probably that simple. But there is this element of the album having a different feel as I try to like listen through, because lots of distortion, lots of layers over the vocals. It's hard to hear the vocals, but that's on purpose, I'm assuming. I doubt it's on accident, given the way these songs have gone so far. And so I almost wonder if that is just part of the experience, like this struggle to hear. Maybe it represents the struggle of feeling not heard. Something, who knows? Who fucking knows? But even this like little sample bit of, this girl saying, I want you to know once we get up in this club, but then I can't hear what she says after that. Well, I hear something, but I can't make it out. Anyway, there's my fucking really great story. This is fucking cool. Show how to do it. Love that little drum fill. And then it just keeps going. Another thing too, I was just thinking is maybe the lyrics don't even fucking matter, because that was track 4, and the name of the track was V12 HML, and it started out with something about I don't even remember, but he did mention a V12 engine or something like that at the very beginning. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. And we got this mix too, like 6-minute songs, 90-second songs. His album's just gonna be all over the fucking place. Huh. Just in case I forget, down here on track 10, there's an artist, 454, who was on Mike, I believe, as well. The most recent Mike album, which is totally escaping me the name of it right now. I want to check him out. I kind of want to check out his album. People said it's pretty good. He's another underground. 454, yeah, 300,000. Which one is it? It would be, is it this one? I guess Cast of a Dreamer. That's the most recent one. Anyway, there's my little getting distracted by having Spotify up in front of me and like clicking around on it. Track 5 is called Sacrifice BonAppetit. I forget what BonAppetit means. Something about your appetite, but like I don't remember. It's like hopefully it satisfies your appetite or something like that. I'm assuming that's what it means. I don't know. But Sacrifice BonAppetit? Don't know. Here we go. Let's drop in track 5. Sacrifice BonAppetit. It actually has a little bit of runtime there. Here we go. More of this like rumbling synthetic sound. Oh, this is how we started out. This is a trip, man. Tripping. I can't make out a thing you said. Still no lyrics available on Spotify. Yeah, it's like I can hear words, but I have no idea what he's saying. Fuck all that bitch. Fake as fuck. He said something about these are the people you idolize. That was a little earlier though. This beat, this it makes me think of like an alarm, and not even an alarm clock, but like a facility alarm, like an evacuation alarm, like shit's going down. You got to get out. It has that feeling, this urgency, this escape, this failure, system failure. That's really what I was going after. But because of the system failure, you have to evacuate. Interesting. I really do wish I had the lyrics now on this one, specifically on this one. I wish I could hear it. He said something. These people are fake. These are the people you idolize. Something along those lines. I really wish I knew what he was saying here. Vocals go great here. Wow. This is crazy. This is nuts. I'm assuming that was Blackie all caps with spaces right here. This feature, listed feature. This is nuts.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy. Look at all these niggas in here.
See, and like right there, that sample. I feel like if we could have all the lyrics in front of us and really break down, because was able to pick up just tiny bits. But I feel like that end sample, look at all these people in here, y'all crazy. That I feel like there's some context to what was being done lyrically that I can't make out because I don't have the lyrics. I'm gonna try not to whine about that too much. I'm gonna try. But this is a first time experience where I have not really had lyrics up in front of me, and so I'm noticing the absence, and I'm noticing the lack of some context. And I feel like with an album like this, man, where it's, especially that song, Sacrifice, BonAppetit, the intensity, there's so much intensity. And so what is being said, I feel like matters even more. If you're going to say it with that much intensity, especially that final verse, well, I'm assuming would be Blackie all caps with spaces, cracking that up, basically just yelling into the mic, yelling. Interesting, man. Very interesting. All right, well, let's keep going. The track 6 is called Screw for Life, RIPJALEN. Pink Siifu is the only person listed. 6-minute track. Drop it in. Track 6. Here we go. So we go from screaming and an alarm, like a facility alarm type sound, just kind of backing off entirely.
School for life. It's me thinking about my brother life. It's me thinking back, vibing life. All them classic nights. Up in school to get my mind right. Got me all across the world like I can't believe. Back in college, shawty used to call me headphones, ain't no plan B. I got one row, see, yo, put my pants on, big dog. Big dog shit. Dynamite, GK, FA, yeah. I'm a uptown nigga.
Whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa. Love the good, just like thick band of bass. Why do they rap? They ain't got intention. It almost has like a haunting quality to it. I love the band of bass. It's not like a hitting, repeating note. It's just someone on a button. It's like on off. It's almost toggled or something. But then some of these higher echoing notes and the way his voice is in the background, although that's been fairly consistent so far through this album, is vocals in the background. It does just feel like a bit of a ghost, which makes sense. He's talking about his cousin, I think he said, Jalen, talking about real ones, too many real ones gone, and real ghosts. There was something too, it sounded like he said, the whip is cold, and like, that person's car is just sitting there now because they're not driving it around anymore. This second portion of the production, this shift, it does just feel like haunting. It does feel like kind of being in the darkness and kind of like feeling like you're surrounded by ghosts. To me, anyway. Talking about album of the year and they're dead wrong. Got 10 hoes. And they all goes. And they switch roles. Man, these hoes love a nigga like D'Angelo. Shot it Hatfield when I send it on. Niggas. Did he say these hoes love a person like D'Angelo? Like a little shout out to the artist D'Angelo, who, from what I understand, with that Voodoo album and having his shirt off, all of a sudden he felt himself being hypersexualized, and it actually fucked him up quite a bit, apparently. If so, pretty good reference. but also the context of the reference is interesting.
Money make a wet. Told her bring her back. Titties on the dick. Still a snipe shit. I need more than that. This all for my kids. At the heat.
I was just gonna say, I'm surprised the beat hasn't shifted.
We talking, you know who the God is. My niggas ain't gotta say nada. They already know I'm a rider. You talking, you know we gon' find it. They talking, can't really define it. When they happen, I ain't gon' remind you. Depends on the way we stay silent. I don't know about your niggas honest. I'm about to put pussy on my rider. I make you a gun by the bottle. Wait, keep a click right by me like spiral. Head on them shit, I ain't inspired. Head on them shit, don't inspire. Shit on sound, man. Man, that shit sound better on silent. Get that gang shit. Everybody slick, they drop it like it's fire.
Trippy. And then I love how there's basically no breathing room between tracks. So that was track 6, Screw for Life, RIPJALEN. You know, another thing I was thinking too, I talked about how it feels like being haunted. It has that sound style to it. Also, the whole, screw for life. So the lean and being all screwed up and that kind of thing. I wonder if there's a bit of a nod to that sound style, that mental state, especially if you're thinking about friends that have died, cousins, whoever, the people who, the real people in your life who have gone away. That would fuck you up. And so you get fucked up to deal with being fucked up, and now you are fucked up. Another kind of representation of that idea through the sound. I'm actually going to take a quick break. You guys won't notice because I'll clip it, but my wife is fighting a little something. I think I'm starting to catch it. I'm going to get something to drink, go blow my nose, etc. And I shall return. But for you, it'll be... Okay, just like that, through the power of technology, I have returned from my break. That was not existent for you. Track 6, Kiss a Heart. I'm into that one. So far, we're 6 for 6 on likes. Cool album. Let's keep going. Track 7 is called 4DOE, and then parentheses 47. Don't know what the fuck that means. 2-minute run. So let's drop in. Quick little jaunt and see how it sounds. Oh, I think I clipped the fucking front. Oh well, whatever. Oh wow. Dun 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 dun.
Coming down road in slow mo. Now we're selling by the motions. No shit gon' kill
Trippy.
me. No shit gon' kill me. No shit gon' that shit gon' kill me. Pain the same difference. Let it fly.
I have no idea what he's saying. Trippy, man. Trippy. No idea what it's saying. I think I heard a thinking about vibing with you at one point. I like how he fades out. It's almost like this is... Well, I'll let it finish, I suppose. Oh. He done took away the beat.
He will survive on any plane.
Wow.
Though he is deemed in such a way as to seem to be insignificant. Yet he is a treasure, antique, rare.
So that's the end. It's like... So his vocal delivery is very muddy, that kind of thing. Right after Screw for Life, RIPJALEN. So in that sense, I feel like he's thinking about his cousin who's gone. He's thinking about other people in his life that are gone. He's getting sauced up on whatever, getting all fucked up over it. And then that seems to be the downstream effect of getting all fucked up. This, and then with him fading out, it's like him passing out. And then I don't know. That's weird, like weird shit. Like I don't know if he's fallen into a dream state or what. I have no idea. Interesting track. Cool beat. I like the beat. Dun dun da dun blam. Let's move into track 8, which is called "Who You With, Ho." Looks to be the most popular song off the album at 174,000 streams. Which is just, it's kind of funny sometimes to look at numbers like that when other people are getting, you know, in a day they get just millions of, it's crazy. It's crazy the disparity between the popular artists and those who are still underground. Even though to me, sometimes the quality of the popular artists is not nearly as interesting as the music that's putting out underground. Anyway, here we go. Dropping in track 8. Who You With, Ho. Wow. Wow. I love this just good distorted rumble in the bass. Actually throughout the whole track. All that bullshit. Ha. This has been like, in terms of production, I feel like this has been the calmest song. Like, pretty straightforward structure. There's some distortion in the sound, obviously, but it's not like all over the place, all these crazy layers, crazy switch ups, nothing like that. It's just been pretty, like, relative to the rest of the album, this beat is almost boring, even though the beat itself is great in being dark, being kind of distorted, kind of sinister. I like the beat, but it is funny how, comparing it to the rest of the album so far, it's like, oh, we're not really doing much here, even though it's a great beat still. Let's keep going. It's probably the most conventional, I say. That's probably the best way to put it. This is the most conventional beat so far. Who you with, ho? Turns it down a little bit here. I can't quite make out what's being said. Oh, wow. And it actually has like a clean break at the end, too. That is the most conventional song on the track so far. I wonder if that's why it's the most popular. It's the least metal. But even then, like, it was still, there's this good amount of like just, I want to say anger, but that's not like seething. Just this calm seething to the track. Who you with, though? And then I can't make up all the lyrics, and obviously I can't recall everything that's been said, other than the shit I did hear. But like, she's just trying to pay her rent, something like that. That's about all I can remember off the top of my head. But this like seething, just calm, sinister, seething anger at this person. Who you with? Who you with? And in terms of the order of the album, coming off of this Screw for Life, RIPJALEN, and the 4 DOE, where it's like he's all fucked up and passes out, there's almost some like context of, you know, here I am in my life and I've lost these people that were real to me, that were close to me. And now I've got this fucking girl out there cheating on me and doing me wrong. And like something, maybe, you know, maybe. I can't piece together much of a story without having a lot of stuff to reread and recall and think about. But we seem to kind of be going into this descent a little bit, which is a little wild to say, given how we all started. Because this started pretty fucking crazy to begin with. In a great way, in my opinion. Let's move on to track 9, which is called Translation. I haven't been rattling off the features, honestly, because I can't tell who's who. I don't recognize most of these people. 454 I recognize. I think that's about it. He's not even on this track anyway. Anyway, drop it in, track 9, Translation. Oh, wow. Wow. What's this like clean pop sound all of a sudden? Wow. Oh, cool. Oh. Yeah. Didn't expect that.
You know y'all only gonna get this once. So, you know it's all love. You know I hate to see you stressed out. That shit, smoke that. Say what's on your mind.
He's saying something like, you know, it's not love, I think. I know I hate to see you stressed out, smoked out. What's on your mind?
Gotta let it out.
Gotta let it out.
Breathe, get your rest now. Take your time.
Whoa.
Be a vibe. Slow. Take it slow. Yeah, fly with me. Get away.
Cool.
Marseille, Saint-Tropez. Let it go. Catch a vibe. Poke your ass out. Ease your mind.
Really like this track. Really like this track. The imagery that's coming to mind, it's like being in an underground cave and there's this, you know, body of water and you're just in there and there's maybe just like, not like flowing water in, but every now and then you can hear like this tapping sound makes me think of just a water drop into this still body of water, but it's super, super dark. And you can't really tell how far it goes, that kind of thing. That's what's coming into my mind. Just inside this darkness, it's still, but there's like ripples of water. It almost makes you think of like what's beneath the surface. Especially with the vocals. With his vocals being so, although I guess it's not totally different from how it's been on the most of the album, but it's almost like he sounds like he's suppressing his own emotion, all on purpose, like in the performance of it, which to me adds to this feeling of what's beneath the surface type of a deal. Who knows?
We gon' pay that shit, no, never mind. Low key, baby, we can ride.
Keep it low key.
Keep it back to back and redesign. She in love with seeing dollar signs. She can give a fuck about a dime. 100 models, how they all dime. Just don't play with them, it's like a love crime. Black on black, I take it sometimes.
Oh, I love this. I love this, man. We're just really seeping in this sound, in this mood. And there's no thrashing around, we're just soaking. Is this person speaking French? Sounds like it. Yeah, okay. That's why I don't understand what's being said.
And you lose, nigga. Find me a translator. I don't think they're listening.
So I don't know what was being said lyrically. But from a musical point of view and from a vocal expression performance point of view, that track translation, that was track 9, translation. It very much leaves me with a feeling of just not like dwelling on an emotion, not being all upset and stirred up. No, but just soaking in it. And that's an interesting one because usually when an emotion is strong, it stirs us in some capacity, in some way, right? If you're happy and that's a strong happy, then you're up and you got energy, right? If you're fucking depressed, you're down in the dirt. If you're sad in an intense way, you're crying. You know, all those like extreme, outer reaches of each emotion usually has some sort of movement to it, some sort of energy. I suppose depression does not, but like that one, even that did not come across to me as depression. It was almost like just very face-to-face realization. I'm finally realizing something, like something that has been blurry coming into focus, and you're seeing it for the first time, and you're really, now that you can finally see it, you just stare at it and look at it. That's how that whole song felt. Track 9, translation. Just soaking in this realization. And obviously, given the sound of the track, not a great realization, right? Not full of happiness and joy and yay. But just, the other day, this was probably when my wife was starting to get sick. But the other day, she came home and she was tired, and she'll unwind, and maybe I'm chilling on the computer. She'll chill on her tablet, and she's got her earbud in. And I looked over, it was like 7:30, and she's asleep on the couch. Which, great, get some rest, whatever. But I felt like I was almost upset. Not with her, but with the world that has led to her being so tired, she falls asleep on the couch at 7:30. Like, I've been going through some shit at work. She's been going through some shit at work. I mean, we all go through our shit, right? Work is work. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it sucks. Usually for the both of us, it's been pretty good. But there's just some shit going on at work for her. And I can tell it's really wearing her out. And I don't like that. Not that it's wearing her out, but that it's happening to her. That it's having this effect where it's just draining all of her energy. Like, this is the person I love. This is the person I want to spend time with. This is the person who I want to be happy and safe and secure and all these things. And while I'm happy that she can rest on the couch when she gets home, I'm like, that night, whenever it was, like Monday or something, Tuesday, I was like almost mad. Like, look at what is happening to this person that I care about. And I mean, look, that's a mild thing, right? Compared to some of the shit that's happening to other people. And I mean, I'm sure that pales in comparison to somebody who has a friend or family member who's got an addiction issue. Like, there's all kinds of like way worse scenarios. But I call that story up because the sound of translation, it was just this, this realization, this darkness, this thing is real. And here it is. And how I feel about it is this sound, this dark, expansive, how deep does this go? How dark does it really get? Kind of a feeling. Cool song. Very cool song. Long ramble. We'll move on. But great track. Translation's a great track. Track 10 is called Girls Fall Out of the Sky. This is the one that has 454 on it, who was also on Mike's album. And the name is still escaping me. Don't tell anybody. There's a couple of Mike fans that have been like, hey, you need to do additional thoughts. And I hope to someday. I've just been busy. Anyway, here we go. Track 10. Girls Fall Out of the Sky.
Bon.
Kind of surprised at the turn this album has taken, given how it started with the sound and the energy. It's a different, very different lane we're in right now.
She chillin' in the back. She ain't even got to add. The rest of the house doing so much. See, I want to see what you do for me, but she making it, baby, look, kicking it up. And I don't know what you niggas is on. They say that they stepping away. That ain't enough. I'm sad, but that ain't enough. She on her own. Yeah, she took the slow burn. See, watch out them niggas who sleep with it up. Then the sick niggas, they gon' take you down. I think that right there,
Again, I can't quite make out what's being said. Which is, this is another song where it's bugging me that I don't know the lyrics. And again, in Genius, there was only like 3 of the 19 tracks that had lyrics transcribed. So I guess I could have looked around on other websites, but I wish I know what was being said here, because I feel like it really matters on this one. Like some people study the blade, some of them rap. Maybe, I don't know. I do like that this song, in terms of the audio experience, it feels like an extension from Translation, but like we've moved past some of that intensity. And now it's like, if Translation was you see this thing clearly and you're staring at it because you're seeing it for the first time, now it feels like we've processed through it a little bit, and now we're actually kind of breaking out of this hypnotic lock of staring at this thing. But I just wish I knew what they were saying. Anyway, let's keep going. Kind of liking the flow here in this verse that I just interrupted. It's got this rolling quality to it. It keeps going. Yeah, I like this. Very kind of synthy, almost spacey, ethereal-ish. It's a good one too, man. I like this. Wow. I was wondering where it was going to go. So that training like a champion, a contender. Wow. So this is the end here. Pause it. This album is really taking a musical journey. which is nice. You know, initially I thought, oh, it's just going to be a bunch of loud, distorted, crazy shit, which I'm fine with. No problem here. But I like where this is going. I like that we started with this just fucking distorted, loud, angry, just noise, chaos, and slowly, somehow, we've spilled into this, like, this deep cavern of darkness and vulnerability. That's about where it feels like we're at right now. I wish I could do more on the lyrical side, just because I feel like this album would be even better having knowledge of what is being said. But I won't harp on that because I promised I wouldn't, even though I'm probably not doing a good job keeping my promise. Track 11 is called PSA. Let's drop into PSA. We just came out of this piano bit at the end of Girls Fall Out the Sky. Before you go. Still no lyrics on Spotify. Every day, all day. Really, this is tough. I'm trying to piece together, expression here. Still can't make out what's being said. Pretty much the one consistent thing on this album is the vocals being just shoved in the back, pretty far in the back, not clear on the audio, which is fine from a musical experience. Really almost taking in this album as like an instrumental in a sense, trying to use the vocals and how they're performed as part of the expression and part of the journey. And when vocals are shoved back and they're intentionally made not clear, it could mean a couple different things. It could mean nervousness in saying these things. It can mean I don't feel like I'm being heard. It could mean I don't even really know what to say or what I am saying, or it can go a lot of different ways. But this vibe is I'm trying to not say interesting. Impossible. Bob not says interesting challenge. Impossible. It is very interesting because we're coming out of this pretty dark place, and then we went through this kind of lighter, ethereal, and now we're here in this PSA. Let's keep going. I guess I realized I paused to say nothing at all. But we're well out of this anger, distortion space. We're in a much softer, vulnerable, open up space. About real love in my DNA.
Come around trying to save face. Same niggas out there. Same niggas want a handshake. Same niggas want a handout. Same niggas trying to play. Heard you when I had a son. Hope everything straight. Hit me if you need some. Hate seeing what I can't. Hate.
So the same people that want a handout, same people want to save face, same people that want a handshake. Heard you wanted a son. you know, hit me up if you need something, all that kind of stuff. Very interesting.
Baby daddy, he lame. Baby daddy, he lame.
Baby daddy, he's lame.
Hold me 3 by the same. Me and Charlotte doing cool. You know bitches gon' hate. I'ma show you what they can't. I'ma show you every day. Man, PS or PSA, whatever they say to get in here.
PS or PSA. So I'm gonna show you what they can't. Oh God, I already see. I'm hearing the lyrics a little better now, but I'm just straight up forgetting them. Good creation of like loss, separation. He did have a lyric of, you know, I've been out here in the game. So it feels like he's lost this person, this other girl, you know, baby daddy's lame, heard you got a son. Like you're definitely feeling a loss here, separation. And it seems like it's sourced largely because of
some fucking love and compassion shit. I want to lay down with you and cuddle with your ass.
Spoon.
Bitch, I ain't finna get hard. Bitch, 'cause I love you, ho.
Because I love you, ho. Makes me think of Vince Staples, right? That thing about how it's easier for a girl to come up and give him pussy than it is to give him a hug. And that's a lyric in the album. And then at the end, there's that sample with the girl talking to him and talking about that and how it's fucked up. And, you know, in that track, PSA, he's saying, I got real love in my DNA. Real love. And definitely a feeling of, I can't express it to the person I want to express it to for a variety of reasons. One of them is, you know, she's got a son now, baby daddy's lame, he's up in the game, you know, so it sounds like he's busy working and all this shit, which makes sense given, I assume, how prolific Pink Siifu is with making music. Just a fuck ton of music being made. It keeps a person busy for sure. Really enjoying this. Really enjoying this emotional journey that we have found ourselves in. It's like a crawl into a person's core. You know, you go through the hard exterior, the chaos, the craziness of life. And as we've just gone deeper and deeper and deeper, we're getting into these very still, open, raw, softer portions of a person. Really quite fascinating. Let's keep going. PSA gets a heart. This whole album is fucking good to go. I'll be surprised if I don't like the rest of it. And that's a big compliment in my mind because the runtime is hour 17. So still a lot of music left, still a lot of journey, supposedly, on this album. Track 12 is called FACECARD. Let's jump into track 12. Here we go. Curious to see where the sound goes, you know? Like all the little taps. Now we got some claps or whatever. Picking up a little bit of tempo here. Interesting beat. I mean, I guess we don't really technically have like a drum beat, but all these taps and claps. I don't know what that, it's not a clap. It's, I don't know if it's called the trap. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I don't know what some of these beat sounds are called. The track is called FaceCard. So does that mean queen? King and queen? Like a face card, like in poker? That's the only thing that comes to my mind. Whoever, the female vocals, that female verse that just came through, it was kind of funny, or not funny, but it was kind of cool how the lyrics were almost being sample chopped and like skipped every now and then, like a little stutter skip on it. That was kind of cool. Interesting song. Interesting. I love the variety that we've heard so far, because this one is, again, it's another one of those, like, the space is part of the sound. The non-sound is part of the sound. Like, there's definitely a feeling of an absence of sound in this one. Emptiness. And kind of fascinating element of emptiness after PSA. We're talking about, feeling real love, having real love in my DNA. I just want to cuddle, that kind of shit. And now we've got this girl, it's talking about, what do you say? Something about how when I be in that pussy, I be saying all kinds of shit, but I keep my mouth quiet so that you can hear it go in and out, something like that. And then the girl said something about, if I pull a titty out, is he going to suck on it or something? And so this sound, this feeling of emptiness, when we're back into what appears to be like, casual sex, meaningless sex, whatever, after a song where we're talking about wanting to express real love. And so the emptiness that is in here, I think matters. I think that's contextually being pushed on purpose.
What you wanna say? Get you a new jersey, shot it on a brain, motherfucking party. It's just you and me.
I like how the taps kind of have a This is wild. Oh, nice. Nice element there. Trippy track. Love this little element. I love that. Again, this song, just the stuff I'm picking up lyrically, very much in a kind of like a, I hate to say this, but like a standard, stereotypical, cliche portrayal of hip hop and sex and, just fucking parties and bitches and what have you. I mean, whatever. But the fact that all this is happening with a very distant sound, and it's almost like the idea here is all this casual sex and these parties and these bitches, and I need a freak 7 days a week or whatever it is that she was saying, that little sample chop thing that was being used. This idea of maybe the real person inside is so far removed, it almost feels like an out-of-body experience. Like you can almost see yourself just doing these things, but you're not even there. You as a person feel very much removed from that, even though you're the one doing it. Maybe. But the sound on this song is so specific. And the reason why I'm harping on this so much is because we've heard fucking intense, loud, very in your face. So I think Pink Siifu does a lot of production. I'm not positive. I'll have to look into that. But this is intentional. Like, this isn't, this is the best I could come up with. No, this sound is very intentional. And it means something. And it's just got so much quality of absence in it. And I think that's very important.
If you in the city, in my line, we can tap me in.
Baby, you got them R&B lips, locking legs, shaking bed, breaking. Baby, use your head, let me hit it in the morning. First thing I want to hear, Tom Joyner. Switch
Trippy. Very, 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 very trippy. And it's weird, like with FaceCard, I feel like I shouldn't like that song, but that song pulls me in, and I can't fucking figure out why. That's why I keep talking about it. That's why I don't shut up. I don't know why that song pulls me in. It really pulls me in. Huh. This is a cool experience, man. Very cool experience. Pink Siifu again. I don't know if you'll see this or not. I want your fucking lyrics, dude. I really want to know what's being said. I feel like there's so much context I'm missing out on. And I care about that because that's another version of expression. It's another portion of expression that's going to make this album even better than what it is. And right now, it's pretty fucking good. So having the lyrics, I know it's just going to kick this thing up a notch for me. Let's move on to track 13. It's called Locked In. 3-minute run. Here we go. Track 13. I screwed it up. Oh, wow. Cool. Oh, that was neat. This song has a quality of like R&B, you know, kind of like, you know, sexy time music, but there's like this layer of darkness on it. And I don't know if it's the screwed up vocal. There's the main vocals, but then there's like this layer of somebody whose voice is very, very warped. And some of the stuff he's saying, which I already fucking forgot. Like, yeah, he's hooking up, but it doesn't really ring with a nature of like 100% pleasure. There's just like this layer of darkness on top of it. And so that's what I'm picking up on. I wanted to mention that a little early in the track to see maybe you guys can hear it too. Maybe I'm out of my mind. I don't know. But like there's this, it's like this sweet and sour type. Oh, no, scratch that. I hate that description. The moment that came out, I hated that description. There's just like this bitterness to this. Like how that sample's being done or whatever it is. Oh wow, just fucking flipped up a bit. This almost makes me like feel anxious, almost. I just feel compressed. I feel like this whole track run is just emotionally going through it. WHOUWITHHO, translation, Girls Fall Out the Sky, PSA, of course PSA being the one where he's like, I got real love in my DNA. And then we go through FaceCard and Locked In is like this, almost like I'm trying to fuck this away. This feeling, this really in the core of my person feeling of I have this true love that I can't express. It almost feels like I'm just trying to fuck this away. It's called Locked In. I'm just gonna fuck this feeling away, but it's not going away. At least that's what it feels like. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking way off beat or way off base, but that's what it feels like. Let's keep going. Like, I'm really fascinated with this. I want to see how this wraps up. We've got a couple more tracks. 6 or 7 or something. This is 14. It's called You Already. 5.5 minutes. Let's jump into this one. Oh, did I break Spotify? If you... Oh, no, it goes. I wonder if they fixed that bug. I haven't seen that in a while. If you pause at the very end of the track and try and play the next one, it won't play it. I haven't had that in a while. The sound here feels a little lighter, a little softer. I'm away from that kind of anxious compression from the end of Locked In. But it still feels like there's like an element of screw on it. Like we're still fucked up a little bit. Interesting. But that clears out. No, yeah. He's saying no one, I think. No one. No one.
Yeah. When I'm outside, it's pulling up. Throw the keys.
Let me give you like one thing. I want all of your love. Again, I really focusing on the vocal delivery here. I'm having a hard time hearing it, but I'm really trying to play with the intention of this type of expression. And I think he said something about my one love, or there's no one. Actually, let's listen. Let me back up a little bit again. We'll listen like the last 10 seconds or so. You already know that I want all of your love. So you already know that I want all of your love. So we're still in this place of expressing love. We want love. And real love, not like this superficial, just casual encounter type of a thing. And it's really fascinating to me that when we're in this space of expressing this, I want real love. The vocals are hard to pick up on. And I'm not saying that's bad in terms of the song. I'm just really trying to identify the artistic expression there, the intent. And I wonder if it's a fear. Like think about being a kid, and you got this crush on whoever, and I'm gonna go tell them, and but I'm so nervous. Like, what if I tell that person how I really feel, and they reject, they shoot me down, my feelings get rejected, whatever. They don't have the same feelings, and so there's this nervousness to the expression itself, and I wonder if that's what is being done here on purpose. I have all these things that I want to say, but I'm afraid to say them in a sense. And so it's like I'm going to keep them quiet, and I'm going to keep them close. I'm going to make it so you can't quite hear what I'm saying. And it's almost like I'm trying to have you hear it without hearing it, so I can see what you think about what I've said, even though I didn't really say it and you didn't really hear it, type of thing. I don't know. Let's keep listening though. And there's also just a good delicate quality to it also. I think he's saying the one, not no one there. The one. Or maybe not.
Just cause you found out. See, all you do is that like a bitch.
People love to betray and then be mad at you, I think is what he said.
When I'm uptown, ain't no man down. When I touch down, shout it in rap. You done seen us, you still fucking.
Ain't no man down when I touch down, shawty's en route. Oh, kitty, you okay over there? You scared the fuck out of me. Kitty. Like a half furball cough. You okay? Yeah, laying back down. Okay. That scared the shit out of me. I wonder if it's going to come up on the recording. Well, especially since I'm like trying to listen so closely and then I hear this other very odd sound.
That nigga, they can keep up. Whip it back around. Yeah, it's better bad. Shit carry on and out the jack. Yeah, I'm smoking that. I picture beat. Get the keys to it. This shit big boss. Give a fuck about nothing. Cut them all off. Cut them hoes off. Throw them hoes off. Yeah, the same hoes. The one that fell
Cut them
off.
hoes
Yeah,
off.
the same hoes.
That, yeah, the one. He's saying the one. That you're the one, the one, the one, the one, the one. I'm finding myself kind of frustrated because I think there's a lot of stuff being said here that's important. And it's also being said in a way that I feel is adding context to what's being said. You know, the how it's being said adds to what's being said. But I can't make it out. But also, I don't know how else you would do it, you know? My mind's been slipping back to Frank Ocean, though, Blonde. And, you know, he did a lot of great things, too, in terms of how he delivered what he was saying. But at the same time, I could hear what he was saying. So, like, I don't want to criticize Pink Siifu for how he's done this, because I think how he's doing it is cool, and I think it is expressing a lot. However, at the same time, as the listener, I'm struggling to participate in the journey that he's laid out for me. I'm struggling to hear what's being said. And so I feel like I'm missing out on what's happening, even though here I am in the moment, paying attention, trying to listen, all that kind of stuff. So I think overall, in a general sense, through this album, because of how the vocals are going, overall, I feel like we're missing on this part of the experience, because, you know, as an album, well, I don't know. I was going to say, as an album, you know, part of your job is to engage your listener, but I am engaged. So that's not an accurate criticism, but more so, it's kind of like when you watch a movie and there's this dialogue scene and you can't fucking hear what the actors are saying. You know, like sometimes it's like I have to turn on subtitles because I don't know what the fuck is being said. It drives me nuts. It pisses me off, you know? I'm having the same experience here. Like, I just don't know what's being said. I feel like there's a lot being said. I feel like it's important. I feel like it's part of the music and part of this whole journey. And because I can't quite make it out, I can't fully enjoy the album that I want to. That's what's happening. So there's some critique, criticism, feedback, whatever you want to call it. And it's too bad. I feel like basically it's hurting the album a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Just a little bit. It's kind of like having, you know, one of your star players on the bench. It's like, yeah, it's there, and they're coming in and out. Maybe they're playing a little bit, but like, put them in the fucking game type of a thing, you know? Let's get the vocals engaged too. Just a little bit clearer. Anyway, I'll stop ranting about that. Track 15 is called Outside. Next two are quick, minute and a half each, basically. Let's drop in track 15, Outside.
Ain't nothing left for me. I just want everything. I still see everything. Everything in reach. See, I work for everything. These niggas sleep for weeks. I didn't see everything. Baby hate everything. Question like everything. All this blood in the sea. You think it's air we breathe. See, I can't hear anything. See,
I need a release. Shall let your soul speak. Ever been no soul get me. I ain't just hiding around for the makeup. These niggas on the block. Yeah,
neat production on this one. Very neat production. I like, it's kind of jarring.
See, I predict too much. See, I expect better.
You create a reality that you envision. You use magic, and then the magic comes true.
Oh wow, it turned.
But the magic doesn't fulfill everything you thought it would fulfill.
I'm gonna go, let it keep going. So this is Sleep at the Wheel.
Yeah. Nigga want me, they go no. Niggas really, niggas want me, they go no.
They want me dead or gone.
If you really wanna see him gone, bullseye that long range, a couple shots, he's strong. But I'ma keep my shit off, I'ma pop my shit off, nigga. I'ma let mine go. I'ma talk my shit. Let shots in a row, try and kill a nigga off, like flatline that hoe. Niggas want me, they go no. Niggas want me, they go no.
They want me dead or gone.
But nigga love.
And it's called Sleep at the Wheel. Let's keep going. We'll finish this up. There's only like 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
If you understand what loyalty really is, you know it's not just something you claim, but how you live.
Yeah, I like this album. It really is a great kind of emotional journey. And because, you know, one benefit of the vocals being how they are, it really is a vibe. And I think Pink Siifu's done well at, well, on one hand, I'm disappointed. I can't really, I mean, I can hear what's being said. It's really hard in this format to both try and listen and then remember and then recall to talk about it later. Like, really hard without having it in front of me. Anyway, I already fucking lost my train of thought there. Whatever that was going to be about. But I was just saying, with the music, you know, one benefit to the vocals being the way they are is it really is, you just kind of swirl in these emotions that are created from the production, from the vocal delivery. Like, I believe Outside. I basically listened to Outside and Sleep at the Wheel at the same time. That one was kind of jarring, and I don't remember what was said now, but what he was saying fed into this feeling of, it's just a little jarring. It's not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. And it worked really well. So the pairing of musical style to lyrical content is working really well throughout this album. Just wish I could hear it a little better. But then at the same time, sometimes that makes it better. Like, if you had clearly enunciated vocals on top of this, it's like it breaks the spell a little bit because you can just hear him, if you could hear him so clearly. So it is all part of this delivery, this presentation. Anyway, let's move on to track 17. It's called Last One Alive. This is another big hit. It's got about 130,000 listens, so this is one of the more popular tracks. 4 minutes long. Here we go. Dropping in track 17. Last One Alive. Oh, wow. Oh, we got a little bit of saxophone there, y'all.
They got me figured out. They always trying to figure me out. What's my next move?
That's funny. Always trying to figure me out. Well, I've been going on and on about trying to figure it out.
They always like, who that nigga like and who we kick it with, who fucking on who. Don't worry, she a bad bitch. Worry about you. Who still drive the car that she drove last year? Nigga, who you? Leave all that on the internet shit. I've never been fluke. I've been on the side, on the line, make Nick every time. Why not too?
This is a great track right here. Sure.
Niggas trying to ask me what I should do. Ask me about the money and what I need to send to. When it's all the climb, I tell them find this that real life. You ever seen that pale light? The one that got that.
This is a great track. Great track.
for a nigga when he drop, gon' light up the city lights. When he drop, gon' get their mind right. That's what it feel like. New year, new life. Never went back to life. Nigga, I'm trying to change my life. Real sacrifice. Wanna hit the bell light. And my dog in jail, we get the bell right. Next day, that night, next day, running in the same race at the gate till the show done. If you gon' stand, make a stand, say son. Hold up, turn me up, son.
I can hear what he's saying. I can't remember what he said. I love how he's saying it. There's this, we've kind of come out of this, I don't want to say wallowing, because that's not the right word for the emotions we've been going through these last 8 tracks or so. Really all kicked off with WHOUWITHHO. Like we kind of went through it here, this last 8 songs or so. And it was done really well. And what's great now is we're kind of through that. And so his vocal delivery here, the vocal performance here, it's crisp, it's clean. It's got a, it's got some swagger to it. It's got some power to it, some clarity to it. It's like no longer are these emotions kind of swirling and muddied together. Like, no, things are cleared out, clearly defined. How I feel about this, how I feel about this, how I feel about this, just pop. And that's how he's cracking off too. I like it. And so it's also working as this great contrast to what was being done vocally these previous tracks. And so again, what I love about this album, what I love what he's doing here is it is intentional. It isn't like laziness or whatever. Like, no, he is intentionally doing these things the way he's doing them on different songs. And now here on track 17, Last One Alive, I was going to say it's paying off, but that implies the previous tracks weren't paying off. No, they were. But the existence of the contrast is really like highlighting this track right now, in my opinion.
I should still bang. It's the last train. It's been too long.
Great track. Great track.
It's been too long.
Especially here.
It's been too long. It's been so long. Yeah. Make sure you got your coat on. That runaway can be cold, especially after summer rolled on. Down on my ear, she get fans still forever still. I'm going Kill Bill, last one alive.
Last one alive.
Yeah, last one. Yeah, last one alive.
He said something in there about, I don't know if he said gone 4 months out of the year or home 4 months out of the year, something like that. But basically, the idea of you're gone a lot, and so there was this bit in there about, you know, what's going on at home, and it's the same people hating, and it's the same people this, the same people that. That is excellent, because I remember going on deployment in the Navy, and you're gone for 6 months, 8 months, whatever, and thinking, especially early 20s, right? I joined the Navy when I was 19, and I got out when I was 25 or 24. 25. Anyway, not that it fucking matters. But basically, in your early 20s, when you're gone for 8 months, you think the whole world's going to fucking change. And so you get home and you're hitting people up like, hey, I'm back. Oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah, what happened? And you know what happens when you're gone for 8 months? Fucking nothing. Nobody does anything. So-and-so's still working there. Oh, so-and-so lost their job. So-and-so got pregnant. Yeah, I ain't been doing shit. Like, you just go, oh my God. And it's a very strange experience when, I mean, obviously a deployment experience is different from being on tour experience, but you're gone and you're working. Because when you're gone and you're working, what you really want to do is not be gone, not working. You want to be back home, chilling out with your friends, whatever. And you think about all the shit you would want to do in that time. Man, I wish I could go do this. I wish I could go do that. I wish I could do these things. And you can't because you're gone and you're working. So then when you come home and you hit up all these people who had the opportunity to do the things that you wish you could have done, and you just find out they didn't do fucking anything, it's really kind of upsetting, honestly. You go, what are you doing with your life? I mean, that question kind of comes up. And in that track, Last One Alive, he's hitting on that earlier. I remember some lyrics about how, you know, I'm still fucking, I don't remember exactly what it was, but basically he's putting in the work, he's working hard, he's trying to get shit done, while other people are complaining about how, you know, this ain't happening and that ain't happening, and this is a very bad synopsis, but, you know, to that effect. And I think that sentiment is amplified when you do have to leave to go work somewhere. If you got to go on travel, you got to do this, and you're going to be gone for months. Because when you're gone, all you think about is all the shit you actually want to do. And then you get home and find out that the people who have the opportunity never took it. And it's frustrating for the person who is gone. Anyway, that's my story. Great story. Old man rambles and shouts at clouds. Right? You know what's great is I talk about that and then I get comments, Bob, we're here to listen to your ramble, so don't worry about it. And I appreciate that. Two more tracks left. Track 18 is like the number 8 parentheses, like smiley face thing, emoji type deal. 2 minutes long. Let's drop in and hear what he has to say. Here we go. Track 18. Yesterday? I have no idea what's going on here. Tell me what you see when you're looking at me. Weird. Is that the song from Kill Bill? Because he says that at the end of the previous track. I'm going to go Kill Bill and be the last one alive. I'm going to let it roll right into track 19, which is called Blackwater. Sounds like it's going to actually transition to it anyway. Alright, here's Blackwater. All kinds of like lo-fi, super lo-fi. Or low, yeah, lo-fi. No idea what's being said. Again. Haha. It's funny. Every now and then it's like vocally he gets to a point, whoever it is, either Pink Siifu or Big Group, gets to a point where you can almost start to make out the word and then vocally intentionally like bleeds it out. Like the word almost starts to shape and take form and then he intentionally like smears it again vocally. And it's called Black Water. Obviously you can hear these like water sounds. What a trip, man.
See, mama's dying.
Mama's dying. Dying slow. Her heartbeat goes. What a trip. Slowing down. This is like one of the eeriest songs I've ever heard. And that was like somebody's like last breath right there. It sounded like. What in the flying fuck is going on? Does it loop? Know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit loop here. So we still got a minute left, but I just turned on loop for the album, and we'll see if it feeds right back into track 1. Say a prayer for me.
Yeah, you already know what it is. You are the stimulated. Every trend that we set, eventually emulated. Advanced mathematics to ancient architecture. Creations that are still being met with conjecture. And this ain't meant to come off like no lecture. Just a reminder, you must respect yourself before others can respect you. My people are original and divinely unique. And our value will keep rising like some black antiques.
Like some black antiques. Our value will keep rising like some black antiques. I turned off the loop. I obviously not going to loop from that. I thought earlier it might. You got to respect yourself because others can respect you. Before others can respect you. Trippy fucking song. Mama's dying. Her heartbeat goes like do, 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 do. Trippy song. What a fucking experience, man. I don't know what to say. I'm glad at the end there, Big Rube said about, I already forgot, something about, build with conscious design. So this album, the things that are happening are on purpose, with reason. I think for the most part, it works really well. It works really well. As the listener, as the audience, I do wish I could make out more of the lyrical content. That is my only gripe about this album. I wish I could hear what's being said more because I think it really fucking matters. I think it really matters, and I feel like by missing out on what's being said, I'm just missing out on a substantial portion of the album. I feel like I can't. It'd be like going to a concert and you can't quite hear the music, Or you go to a movie theater and there's all these people and you can't quite see the screen all the way. Shit like that's annoying. That doesn't happen too much anymore, but thankfully the stadium seating. Just something like that, where it's like my experience, my engagement with this is being limited a little bit. And it's like, I wish I could just hear what was being said. What a fucking experience, though. Cool album. I'm looking forward to putting it on again. Do. That one's just sticking in my head. Translation was really good. I like translation a lot. I remember enjoying track 3 quite a bit too. FKDUP.BEZEL or something like that. And it gets trippy. You get into Screw for Life, RIPJALEN, and then that whole arc. You get into this whole emotion arc. And that's a good 10-track, actually more than that. Yeah, it's about a 10-track run until you hit Last One Alive. Well, no. You kind of come out of it on Outside. You already Outside. You start to come out of it. But, I mean, this album has done a great job of really creating an emotional experience through sound. For me to feel the way I feel listening to that without really knowing what's being said is pretty incredible. It's almost may as well be in a instrumental album. The vocals work like that. They work more like an instrument than a conveyor of information. Yeah. Interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Okay, well, I guess this will be the end for the YouTube video. I've got 4 music videos. I'm actually kind of curious to see the videos now, and hopefully the visuals will add some context to these tracks. I don't know. I didn't go through and bother arranging them how they were released. I just have them in the track order from the album. So let's get set up here. I'm going to close this real quick. and I will wrap up. I usually don't do this at the end of the video reactions, or the music video reactions, I should say. But those of you on YouTube, if you're actually seeing this, I'll probably pin this. This timestamp is like, I just got done watching 4 music videos. The energy was totally different on the music videos. And so it's like made me question everything I said during the reaction, right? Which, whatever. It is what it is. First time experience with the album. There you go. But really what I want to say is I feel like I'm face to face again with just the vast difference that exists between people, between culture, between area where you live, like everything. Everything. Where you live in the country, the life you have, everything. And so it was really fascinating to have a music experience with the album and have that experience that I had, and then watch the videos and be like, this is completely different in terms of energy, style, what have you, and end up at the same spot of how far removed I am from people's lives, from people's cultures, their experiences, everything. So really, I think what I'm trying to say is I just want to highlight the fact that, yes, there are things I am 100% ignorant to. You guys already know that. I'm sure there are plenty of you out there that go, oh, Bob, you have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, but I think it's important to acknowledge that. I really dislike how in this country, ignorance is treated like this pox that we all have it, but we don't want to acknowledge that we have it because it's this awful, horrible, evil thing if you're ignorant. But ignorance is just a lack of knowledge. That's it. Now, willful ignorance, that's a different category. The people who choose to ignore things, that's something different entirely. I'm talking about just good old-fashioned, plain ignorance. Ignorance does not equate to evil. Ignorance does not mean you're a terrible person, you're ignorant. It just means you don't know. But you can correct that usually to some degree. Obviously, I cannot live the lives of other people. I can't have those experiences, just like they can't live my life and have my experiences. That's just how it goes. But it's okay to acknowledge your own blind spot and go, wow, I don't know anything about this, and look into it further and learn a little bit. That's not bad. Now, well, I'm not even going to rant about willful ignorance because that's a totally different thing. I'm not even talking about that. Anyway, fascinating album, fascinating experience. The music videos, honestly, I feel like normally are the kind of videos where I would just go, yeah, whatever. But no, totally different spin, totally different experience with the music, watching the videos. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. We'll leave it there. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon.